G'day, this is Central Coast Newspaper's weekly news 5 at 5 for the last week of March 2023. In the bulletin this week, Labor surfs a red wave across the coast, Council lowers its sights, a good funnel web story, a young ninja off to the USA, gardening time and Chef Daniel's butter chicken music. Now, last Saturday's state elections saw significant swings away from the former Liberal National Government. The 5 Central Coast seats saw the 4 incumbent Labor MPs returned with an increase in margins. Yet residents in the electorate of Terrigal remain on tenterhooks, with the seat still too close to call as the vote count continues. Indeed, the final outcome of the Terrigal electorate has the entire state on the edge of its seat. The seat was called for Labor by most pundits on Saturday night, yet as postal votes came in over the week, incumbent Liberal member Adam Crouch caught up and surpassed the young Labor challenger, Sam Borton. Mr Crouch and Mr Borton have kept out of the media's eye this week and await the Electoral Commission's results. Party insiders have been reluctant to comment, though most experience would indicate that a recount may very well be called. We spoke with Labor's David Harris and Liberal MLC Taylor Martin outside the Erina Voting Centre this week.
Yeah, look, it's really close. I think we won't know the result probably until counted the rest of the pre-poll results and the postal votes. But the fact that we've got so close in a seat that was held by the government by over 12% shows that people on the Central Coast were ready to change. The blue blood Liberal areas are prepared to look at Labor.
Adam's done an amazing job, not only representing his own seat, the electorate of Terrigal, but representing the whole Central Coast as the lone lower house Liberal MP. Look, it was time for change. That's the message we've heard from the electorate on Saturday across New South Wales. And of course the Liberal Party, the coalition, accepts that we have an incoming Labor government.
Head over to our website or YouTube channel for the full interviews. Now, Council's Administrator Rick Hart confirmed at this week's monthly Council meeting a reduction in key performance indicators in this year's operations and planning documents. This includes target reductions in things such as DA processing times, road repairs and customer response times. We asked the Administrator about the Council's reduced ambitions.
Some of the measures they put in there were actually unrealistic.
Now, a warming story. When 19-year-old Ollie Kay of Hornsby was bitten by a funnel web spider earlier this year, it was the anti-venom produced by the Australian Reptile Park at Somersby's their milking program which saved his life. This week, the grateful young man visited the Somersby Park with his family to thank keepers firsthand. Staff were thrilled to see Ollie and his family when they toured the funnel web spider milking facility with operations manager Billy Collette and shared their story. The group visited the funnel web spider milking room and witnessed the tedious process of milking funnel web spiders using a tiny pipette to extract small drops of venom at a time. Now, 10-year-old Hunter Hollingworth of Springfield has secured a spot on the Australian team to compete in the Ultimate Ninja Athletic Association World Championships in Orlando, Florida in July. She trains as part of the elite squad at Australian Ninja Fitness Program at North Gosford and finished in 5th place when she represented New South Wales at the Australian Ninja Games in January, which qualified her for the Australian team at the 2023 World Ninja Championships. See the full story in this week's paper. Now let's head down to the garden to see what's happening.
I'm Sherilyn Darcy and this is the Gardening News. Creator Bilby's Sanctuary Workshop is on Saturday the 1st of April. You'll be making a safe and cosy sanctuary for your own Easter Bilby. It's on at 10:30am at Carryong Eco Gardens and you can find tickets at Humanitix. Also on Saturday, the 1st of April, the Community Environment Network invite you to come along to their April plant sale and also learn about the principles of permaculture with Permaculture Central Coast. The Australian Plant Society Central Coast features Anna Durkin and the Fungal Kingdom. Anna will be sharing her skill and knowledge and answering questions about the Fungal Kingdom, Phillip House, 21 Old Penang Road, Carryong. Find more details on their website.
Now, all of this week's 42 local stories can be found on our local news website, coastcommunitynews.com.au, and in this week's newspaper, now out every Thursday. Listen to our bulletins on radio 93.3 FM every day, or find us on your mobile phone's Google News and Apple News apps, and on our socials for updates throughout the week. Now we leave you this week with a butter chicken recipe. Chef Daniel's guest in the studio kitchen this week is the local king of satire, music and comedy, Dorian Mode. Dorian is a local jazz pianist who writes original songs about the local area, such as the King Cumbo Rumba and Get Along to Adelong. Now, this is a great show. Grab the full recipe in this week's paper or head over to our YouTube channel to get the full and rather amusing kitchen program.
This one's abrupt, right? This one's a little bit more in your face, a little bit more ready to rock and roll, okay? Right. So we're going to grab that flavour as much as we can.
I'm David Abrahams for Central Coast Newspapers. Have a great weekend and thanks again for tuning in.